Top story here at 4, the latest on a loud home explosion in the Ballston neighborhood in Arlington. Police providing new details just in the last several hours. They're revealing that they believe that the suspect, 56-year-old James Yoo, died in that explosion.
And that blast shook neighbors and was heard and seen several miles away. It started with this. Police were called by several people saying that someone in the home was firing between 30 to 40 flares into the air out of the house. Police obtained the search warrant, and after an hours-long standoff with the suspect, this happened. That massive explosion felt and heard around the DMV up to several miles away, and fire crews were working late into the early morning hours to put out the smoke and flames left behind. Neighbors describing the experience as frightening.
I could feel it. I could hear it. I've lived in that house for 50 years, okay? I've never had a sound wave shock like that. I thought something had happened on my house.
Then this was the aftermath of this fiery pile of rubble. Again, crews were on the scene for hours trying to put that inferno out. As many as 10 other homes nearby were impacted. And right now we have team coverage of that standoff and explosion tonight, as well as what we know about the suspect believed to be involved.
Our Randy Bass and Haley Milan are standing by live in Arlington, and we'll go first to Haley. Haley, we've seen this amazing video. Police provided that update a short time ago. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Mark, Annalisa, you just watched that video and you just almost can't believe that police officers weren't seriously hurt. Again, 3 police officers did sustain minor injuries, but you saw how close those tactical units were to the home. They were to the blast, and still only minor injuries to the first responders. Now, police were first called to this Ballston neighborhood last night after reports of a flare gun being fired. They went to serve a search warrant at that home, and they say they were met with gunfire. Let me step out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm along George Mason Boulevard here. I'm talking about a house that is over that tree line there all day long. People have just stopped and gawked at the wreckage over there. Now, they say flames went high above that tree line. You could see it from a half-mile away. Now, prior to the explosion, negotiators cleared the duplex. They say only the suspect, 56-year-old James Yoo, was inside during the explosion. Human remains were found in the wreckage today, just a couple hours ago, and Yoo is now presumed dead. Those remains are still going through testing to determine positive identification for Yoo. Now, during a press conference earlier today, Arlington police said that when they breached the home, they were met with gunfire but couldn't determine where the shots were coming from. They say officers launched chemicals into the home. The home then exploded. The fire marshal is working to determine the cause of the blast, which was felt far and wide. And this was particularly disturbing for neighbors living just a few hundred feet away.
In my living room, just watching some football, me and my roommates, and yeah, we heard kind of the second round of noises, and then probably like 15 minutes later, just the blast, and yeah, shook the whole house. It was super loud. I mean, you felt it in your ears, you felt it in your soul.
And the critical incident response team, which is comprised of regional law enforcement jurisdictions, is handling this investigation. Right now, there are police officers from Prince William County, Manassas Park here on the scene. There are scent dogs sniffing things out. Right now, they're in recovery mode, trying to find evidence as to who James Yoo was and what led up to the blast. We'll be on the scene here throughout the evening. In Arlington, Haley Milan, back to you.
Haley, thank you. Right now we want to turn it over to our Randy Bass, who's also live for us this afternoon. Randy, you've been learning more about this suspect, James Yoo, all day, including from police a short time ago. What else can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Annalisa, during our own investigation today, we found that James Yoo's online history and court records paint a picture of his past behavior and a track record dating back years. People within the court system tell us that some filings like this one we went through today paint a picture of pretty serious delusions from James Yoo. And today, police tell us they're also looking into the suspect's social media background. Since 2018, James Yoo has filed 4 lawsuits, acting as his own attorney in each of them. Some of those lawsuits hundreds of pages long. One dismissed and found to be indisputably frivolous by the court. In another, he sued the state of New York, a court and a county, asking for $550 million. In another, claiming violations of his right to a jury trial in divorce proceedings. In one of those decisions from a suit filed in 2018, U.S. District Court Judge Charles Siragusa wrote Yoo's complaint consisted of, quote, delusional sounding allegations intermixed with other statements that seemed more factual. Today, though, investigators brought up Yoo's recent social media posts.
We are aware of concerning social media posts allegedly made by the suspect, and these will be reviewed as part of the ongoing criminal investigation.
Yeah, Yoo's YouTube channel shows several hours of footage, mostly screenshots of the hundreds of pages from his previous lawsuits, his attempts to contact the FBI and DOJ, along with his posts on his LinkedIn page. Now, those recent posts to his LinkedIn profile came within the last 3 days or so. He alleges on there that his next-door neighbors, who were evacuated from the home before the explosion, were spying on him and trying to kill him. Back to you.